What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Drunk Fish Keeping. Tonight's episode is all about the lighting and setting the mood. That is good. So, like I said, tonight's episode is all about lighting. So, the glow behind me is not being generated by the 54. It's being generated by the 120. As you can see, there's some lighting on here. Hydra 26s to be specific. Now, a couple things about these lights, because I have not had any nice lights yet. The best thing I've had for my entire Reef setup has been a fluval sky on a Reef tank that's now devoid of anything because it's in the 120. But the Hydras, worth every penny. And I say that from someone who has zero affiliation with Hydra and their products. But if you're going to buy a Reef light, this is the light to buy. A couple reasons. One, these lights don't put off a lot of heat. I'm sticking this here and it's not even uncomfortable. If you did this under a T5 or a, say, a metal halide, you'd be pulling your hand back pretty quick. Tank water doesn't feel any different underneath this light. Another cool thing about them, they have built-in heat sinks up top, on top of having a cooling fan and a program. If they get to a thermal overload, they'll shut off. So you don't have to worry about frying your coral or bowling your fish out of your water. Another cool thing about these lights, they're completely programmable. Now, everything is set up on my phone right now for the programming. I'll do a video in a couple days showing you how to program these lights once I get everything set up on my tablet so I can actually program them while I'm doing the video. You can set these to cut on, cut off, ramp up, ramp down, weather effects, whatever you want, whatever time you want, every day, no matter what. These lights will kick on. They're all Wi-Fi. You set it up, you forget it. It's literally a program and forget setup. That's what makes these cool, because for someone like me who works 850,000 hours a week at a job that'll never appreciate me, I end up don't have a lot of time to spend on my hobby, which is my fish tanks. So I have to figure out ways to make my fish tank look good, to make my coral grow, to make my fish happy, and get to spend the requisite 10 seconds a day I get with them. Another cool thing, you can see how bright this tank is. That's 60% power output on these lights. They're not even all the way up. So these lights will do all sorts of tanks, from little to small. As you can see, this 120, if you're not familiar with the dimensions, is a 60-inch by 18-inch deep by 24-inch tall, 120-gallon tank. I've got two hydras, and that is literally making this entire tank glow. I mean, glow with light, and they're on 60%. So this is a good light setup for anyone. If you're going to do LPSs, SPSs, Stonies, the lights to go with. You can program to do whatever you want. Another thing, today I got asked a question by one of my long-term viewers, all my 14 viewers, a long-term viewer. Why didn't I do a video about my setup? How I set my 120 up, how I did my rock, all that stuff. And my question, or my response to his question was, who gives a shit? And that's the best thing I can say. Who gives a shit how I aquascape my tank? There's a million things you can do with a tank. You can do columns, you can do peninsulas, you can do hanging reefs, you can do shelves, you can do all sorts of stuff. Archways. That's what I wanted, because I'm going to do a large group of schooling fish, probably firefish. I'm probably going to get 15 to 20 to put in this tank, along with several tangs and a bunch of wrasse species and a few bottom guys, like maybe a bella or an orange goby, something of that nature. But that's what I wanted for my tank, so that's why I did an arch setup, which I'll do more in depth once I show you guys how to program the lights. Who gives a shit how you aquascape your tank? Aquascape your tank the way you want. If you want tall rock and nothing else, if you want a lot of little caves, if you're going to do bottom guys, it all depends on what you want in your tank. There's no right or wrong with aquascaping. And to be honest with you, It's the same shit everyone else has. I mean, I'm using Coral Life rock, as you can see. It's already been pre-dyed. I mean, and this is some of the rock out of the 54 and some others, but it's all Coral Life rock and agrolite sand. It's black agrolite sand. Nothing crazy in that sand. It's the same shit everyone else has. You can get it at any LFS. You can get it at any, store that supports saltwater fish. You can get it all day long. You can order it. Hell, you can get it off Amazon. There's no nothing to any of this. The best thing to say about doing aquascaping is do the kind of aquascape you want for your biotope. If you want to do a grouper tank, don't put a lot of shit in the way for the groupers. They get big, they swim. You're gonna do tanks, and you're gonna do coral with tanks. Give the coral something to grow on, and give the tanks stuff to swim through. If you're gonna do nothing but like angelfish, if you're gonna have 5 or 6 angelfish in your tank, do what you gotta do. But who gives a shit how I set up my tank? Why would you want to copy what I did? Now you can get ideas from me, or you can get ideas from anyone. I mean, Joey from over at King of DIY just did a saltwater setup today on a 120 to go with the other 30,000 gallons of water he has in his fish room / garage / please someone give me money to make the same thing he has. But like I said, that's all what you want to do. So if you're into the hobby and you want to do the hobby, don't rely so much on the videos to show you how to make a tank the way it looks cool. Make it look cool to you. Maybe you just want to have one big stack of rock. Maybe you want one light because you're just going to do coral in one section and you just don't want a whole tank lit up. Maybe you can't afford to do these. Maybe you can't afford to even do normal stuff. If you can't afford to do normal stuff, do T5s. I mean, you can get a T5 set up and put on a tank and get great coral growth and great lighting with an anthonic or blue light setup. Pretty cheap. It can be done. Do what makes you. Do what you want to do. That's the cool thing about the hobby, is that you don't have to do everything the way someone else does it. These videos, and I hope when people watch these videos they don't say, man, I'm going to do a tank, I'm going to do it just like that, because that's boring as hell. Do what you want to do. And that's the reason, I guess, in a long sense, why, to my answer to my coworker today, is why I didn't do a setup video. Because everybody has a setup video. Everybody says, this is why I set my rock up this way. This is why I did this. This is why I did that. But who gives a shit? If you're going to get in the hobby, set up the way you want it. If you want a big mountain of rock over here and nothing over there, do it. If you want nothing but sand and rubble, do it that way. If you want like just one big cave, do it that way too. I mean, it's going to change what you can put in the tank, and it's going to make it harder what you put in the tank, but yeah, that's what you want to do. Do what you want to do. One thing, and for the people that watch my channel a lot, they will know that in the 54 gallon here I had Dexter, my psychotic starry blenny, who killed everything that came in contact with him. Dexter somehow managed to jump out of that 54 last night and make his way into the 120. I don't know how it happened, but he's in here somewhere. And I hate to say this, I love fish, but if Dexter survives his trip in the 120, Dexter will stay there. That will be his home, and he will have some, the word I'm looking for is maybe some sympathy from me, because Dexter's killed every damn thing I put in the tank before. And when I say killed, I mean like brutally killed. Like on a sense of, he killed a Niger trigger that was twice his size, a Scopus tang that was almost his size, he killed a Selfin tang, he killed an orchid dottyback, and he also killed a beautiful orange shoulder Solarensis wrasse that I wanted very badly, because if you watch the channel you can understand I love wrasses, and I put up to 6 different wrasses in one tank with no problems until Dexter got introduced. Now, I put Dexter in here last night. Probably not the best thing, because that tank literally is just starting to get cycled. He's probably going to die. I hate to say it like that, but if he can survive that, Dexter's got a spot with me. But he's killed too many fish, and I just don't know what to do with him. So I figured I'm going to take him out of the equation the best way I know how, because no one really wants a psychotic serial killer fish that has a really weird, specific pop culture name. That is still delicious. But a couple of things I'm going to be updating. In the next couple of days, you guys will get a new video on how to program your Hydra 26s if you want to buy some. And as the tank progresses, I will keep doing new videos. If you like the videos, if you like the humor, if you like the drunk fish keeping, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep doing them, because that's what makes me motivated to do them, if people are interested in them and, you know, enjoy doing the videos. Because otherwise I'm just sitting here standing in front of a fish tank talking like a weird ass person, and who wants to hear weird random dude talking about his fish tanks? No one does. But if you like the videos, subscribe to the channel. If there's comments you have, put them down below, let me know. If there's a specific question, I'll address it in the video. I do these things all the time. I'll make a video and I'll answer questions. It's nothing for me to do, and it's really fun because I like sitting here in front of my fish tanks drinking beer and making videos. So if anyone's got any questions, put them in the comments, or if he's got any suggestions, put them in the comments. Thanks, guys.